Good afternoon, students. My name is Mr. Ackerman.
And I'm Mr. Reynolds, and congratulations, you've made it to day 5, the last day of our Lifetime Fitness unit. So what we'll be doing today to start, we're just going to do a review of everything that's going to be on your test right after this segment. So we'll be covering our health, how to properly lift, some techniques, how to put things away, and how to keep your classmates safe. Everything that we're going to go over today will be on your test, so don't feel intimidated by it. It's only 10 questions, so as soon as you're done with it, you can do any of those lifts that we've gone over the past week. Just do it in a safe and controlled way. Make sure you're not hurting anyone, and if you have any questions, your teachers can help you out. So we'll start with a review of the health to begin with, and then we'll move on to lifting.
All right, so the first area we are going to review is, I'm sure your guys' favorite, health. So, Mr. Reynolds, would you like to start us off on what we should do to be healthy?
Yeah, so when it comes to staying healthy, as far as fitness goes, it always comes down to how you eat. You don't want to eat a bunch of sugars, a bunch of fats, anything with a high content of sodium. This stuff is only going to add weight to your body. It's going to slow you down. It'll tighten up your tendons, making them easier to pull or rupture. So you want to make sure you're eating healthy things such as carbs to fuel those muscles. Make sure you're getting the most out of them that you can. You also want to eat plenty of vegetables. There's so much energy in vegetables. I know it's such a cliche thing to say, but I promise you, asparagus, spinach, like these things have great nutrients in them that fuel your body. Like I said, staying away from sugars such as candy bars. I think we went over donuts. Matt, do you have a question?
So, if I want to have a great workout, I don't want to eat a pack of gummy worms that has a lot of sugar that's going to give me a lot of energy?
No, you don't, because believe it or not, that's going to do more harm than it does good. You'll get a spike of energy, but it burns off so fast when you start that workout, you'll be dead before you're even done with your first few sets. Now, I get it, at a younger age, you're able to get away with a lot of this, but if you've noticed now, especially since you guys are in high school, these things, like in the afternoon, they really start to affect you. You'll notice that you're getting more tired. This is because you're not eating as healthy as you should. And tying into that, you should also be drinking lots of water, not so much the sugary sports drinks, sodas, energy drinks especially. Water is an important thing in keeping your body healthy. Mr. Ackerman, did you have another question?
So, should I just have like a bottle of water or 2 bottles of water? How much water should I drink?
So, realistically, we want you to drink a gallon of water. I think that's what we aim for as athletes. I get that that's not always an option for people. You can't just walk around school with a gallon. So those hydro flasks are a great thing to have in your repertoire. I see a lot of you carrying them around, so I know you have them. Just make sure they're filled with water, and you want to fill those things up as much as you can. Just the best way to tell if you're hydrated is by your urine. If your urine is clear, you're very hydrated, or a light tint yellow, that's very good for you. If it's that dark yellow, really nasty looking color, if you can smell it very potent, that's when you're dehydrated, and that's when you're not operating at your optimal form.
So, why do I need to be healthy? Why do I need to eat healthy?
This is all for the big picture. You're eating healthy, you're drinking healthy for later in life, because like I said, these things catch up to you. It may not happen to you right now, but 10 years down the road, you're going to start to notice that you're gaining a little more on the sides, you're gaining a little more inside your thighs, you're way more lethargic just walking up a flight of stairs. Living a healthy lifestyle will help eliminate some of that. And I see people as old as 60 plus. They're in the gym, they're working hard, and they have more energy than some of the guys I knew on the football team. And that's strictly because they're great with their diet. They follow the rules of calories from their MyPlate. They just stick true to water. They only drink Gatorade if it's after an extreme workout and they need to replenish electrolytes. You don't want to overload on sugars. And so this is all for your Lifetime Fitness.
So everything we've covered here, we're not perfect. We're not going to always drink a gallon of water. We're not going to always eat the best foods. We're not going to always do the right things. So the biggest thing we aim for you guys is to try to just do the best you guys can. You know, we're all put in different situations in different environments, and we don't maybe have the access to the best foods for us and whatnot. So what we want to do is, you know, if you do have that choice of, hey, I'm going to eat a Twinkie or I could have a salad, we just want you to think twice about, hey, maybe I should eat that salad. Or the same thing goes as, hey, do I want a can of Coca-Cola or can I go to my sink and get some water? So that's what we aim here as physical educators, and we strive for you guys to do, is just try the best you can and try to live a healthy and active life.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to our weight training review. We're going to just use examples of squat to start. While I'm lifting, Mr. Ackerman's going to be talking you through some of the things that are important and critical elements of the lift, as well as different styles of lifts that we can do with that. So I'll start under the bar and then Mr. Ackerman will take over.
All right, so as you can see, Mr. Reynolds has his weight loaded appropriate. He has the clips on there to keep him safe and secure. He gets under there with a great stance. His feet are a little bit outside of his shoulders. Not crazy, but just in a great athletic stance, a powerful stance. So he's going to squat down and up. So we're going to talk through what is eccentric. So as you can see, Mr. Reynolds is going to start an eccentric lift. He is going down as slow as he can, and he's going to come up fast. Perfect. Then we're going to go into concentric. So Mr. Reynolds is going to go down and then slow on the way up. Perfect. And then the last one would be isometric, which he will show you momentarily. Get in that ready position. Boom. Hold it for a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, and he's up. So as we can see, the eccentric is slow on the way down, the concentric is slow on the way up, and the isometric is holding that great squat. So he will rack the weight, and what does he want to do after he has finished completing his sets? He wants to properly put those weights away. We want to make sure we clean up after ourselves. We put everything back how we found it, if not in better condition. And then we clean up. Due to our current situation, we want to make sure we sanitize everything, and we'll move on to the next. So I have Mr. Reynolds here squatting under the bar. As you can see, he has easily got this. There's no weight on the bar. You know, I think I'm going to go talk to my friends. Wait, no, I should not do that because Mr. Reynolds is my partner. I must spot him at all times, make sure he is safe, and I also want to look at what is Mr. Reynolds working with this lift. As you can see, he is working a lot of his lower extremities, his quadriceps, his hamstrings, and his glutes. So the squat is a very beneficial exercise for your lower body. All right, so we have Mr. Reynolds here. He's going to grab a dumbbell and he is going to perform some dumbbell rows. So what he is doing there is he is pulling that weight up to his chest and right down. What he is working his upper back as well as his core stability. And he is appropriately pulling that weight up and down, and it is not too heavy for him, so he is not risking injury to himself or others.
Yep, and so I'm going to rack this weight here. Another great back workout that we did not get to cover in this lesson plan was it's pull-ups, chin-ups and pull-ups. That's a great workout for your back. It's important to have a variety of lifts so you're not overworking one thing. You don't want to do bent over rows every single day. That causes wear in the shoulder. So to have an extra lift such as pull-ups or chin-ups, it's another great back exercise.
We talked to you about the health, we talked to you about lifting, how to properly squat, how to properly spot, and etc. What we're not going to really dive into too much is your core exercises, is your stretching, but we don't want to forget about those because those are two crucial, important things to do to maintain longevity in your weightlifting career. Alrighty, so after that great review that we gave you, we are going to administer your test. We wish you the best of luck, but after you finish your test, we will jump into this.
Yeah, so after the test, like I said, it's only 10 questions, so you should be able to finish through it pretty quick, especially after we just reviewed pretty much everything on it. So you can do any of the lifts that we've provided you with over this last course of the week. Just be sure, like we said, always have a partner for these lifts. Never leave your partner no matter how easy they're getting it. It's never okay to goof off in the weight room. Somebody can get seriously hurt. Yourself, your partner, other classmates. And you definitely don't want to hurt somebody else. But we've had a blast these last 5 days with you guys. I wish we could be in there with you. It's a little different teaching on camera. And I hope that everything was portrayed in a nice, easy fashion for you guys. And you got a a lot of knowledge, gained a lot of techniques out of this whole ordeal. So thanks again, and you guys have a great weekend. Anything else to say, Mr. Ackerman?
Just have to add on to what he said. Thank you for all your support, all hanging in with us. It's not easy. This is something new. So if we look like ding dong sometimes, hope you guys got a good laugh.
Yep. So thanks again.
Signing
We'll see you
off.
guys